Hello, everybody. Greg Peterson and Nate Klaus coming at you from the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. The five-star challenge has wrapped up, and it was a big day for a lot of Husker targets and Husker commit Avery Roberts. Nate, what'd you see yesterday on the field?
Yeah, big-time opportunity for Avery Roberts, who just vaulted into the top 100 there from being outside of the 250. Kind of struggled early on in the day with one-on-ones, but then again, I think every linebacker had a tough time covering some of these running backs. He did a pretty good job covering some of the tight ends, but it was in the 7-on-7 portion of the camp where he really shined and I think made an impact on defense in more than one way all over the place. But and then you go in and you want to talk about some of the skill guys that shined. Tyjon Lindsey, Jameer Calvin, Mark Webb. These are three big-time Nebraska targets, and they were all on the same team, and they shredded defenses up on their way to the championship in the 7-on-7 title.
And, there's a couple of big men targets, too, that performed pretty well in the one-on-ones. What'd you see from those guys?
Yeah, I think offensive tackle Chuck Filiaga really impressed me. He wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the biggest, heaviest guy, but I think from a technical standpoint, he did extremely well. He has been, you can tell he's been working on a lot of things, even since, I think, the LA camp. His strength, I think, is another thing that really impressed me. His punch, his initial punch, was knocking defensive ends off balance, and his footwork was very good too.
And then today was the Underclassmen challenge, and a couple of Husker targets were here again. Another couple of wide receivers that we've seen lately, and they performed pretty well today too.
Yeah, Cameron Babb out of St. Louis and Cameron Coleman out of St. Louis. Coleman is the 2019 prospect that Nebraska just offered after their satellite camp in St. Louis. And Cameron Babb, of course, was the teammates with Trey Bryant that has had offers from Nebraska for quite a while now. Both those guys did tremendous today. I think that they both have great hands. Cameron Coleman is probably a little bit more elusive and quick, but Cameron Babb has that top-end speed. He can gain separation, and his routes are extremely crisp.
And two other good-looking big kids, young big kids, they performed very well today.
Yeah, you had Michael Thompson along the defensive line. Again, another kid from St. Louis that just picked up an offer from Nebraska in that 2018 class. He had a number of great reps today. Extremely quick. For a 6'5", 285, 295-pound kid, he moves extremely well, is fast and powerful. And then you had a number of other underclassmen along that defensive line that Nebraska has started to show a lot of attention to that I think we'll be hearing a lot more from.
And that's going to do it here from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Stay tuned in to HuskerOnline.com, and we'll have plenty more coverage on this all week long.